What's up, brothers? Hope everyone's doing well. Everyone's had a good weekend. I wanted to get up on here and speak to you about something that happened to me yesterday. As you know, people with ADHD sometimes have unregulated emotions, and it was just one of those weeks last week which was very emotionally challenging, and I was like, what is my life becoming, or it is? And I was just in a very bad spot mentally. And I realized one thing, that sometimes you just need to speak about your problems to the right people, that is, right? And I spoke to my best friend, my brother Mo, who also is a neurodivergent, who has ADHD and Tourette's. And he's a bit older than me. And I just said to him, I said, man, I feel really rubbish. I feel like a piece of crap. And I feel like everything that's happening in my life is bad. And I don't feel happy about it. Like, you have to understand. When I was in that bad spot, he just listened. He was like, okay, cool. And I was like, my training is being bad. Work is pissing me off. This, that, the other. Rant. And he goes, okay. I said, this whole week has just been an absolute joke. When I'm referring to last week, right? And he goes, cool. But you're just looking at a snapshot of how things were, or how things were last week. And I was like, dude, you're right. I am looking at it from a very snapshot view. He goes, cool. If you've binged on food that you know you shouldn't have, cool. You haven't trained like you should have, cool. If work is making you feel crap, cool. But what is the overall trend? And I said, the overall trend is I'm still moving in the right direction. It just doesn't feel like it. And he goes, that's the problem. What you're doing is you're taking this one incident that happened, and now you're copy pasting it to every aspect of your life. And it made me realize, God damn, that is so true. That is exactly what I'm doing. But the problem is, when you're in the mix of it, you don't realize. You do not realize. And this is what I wanted to speak about. That sometimes you can't trust your feelings. They're temporary. I'm not saying your feelings don't matter or they're invalid, but it's very important to look at the overall picture. And he said something key. He goes, look, man, you can either take this and think, well, everything is just messed up in my life. Or you can look at it from this perspective and say, cool, I've had a bad week. Next week is going to be better. And because he's neurodivergent, he understands the mindset, right? He goes, don't think from your ADHD mind, which is, I need to be perfect 100% of the time, otherwise I'm a failure, and this, that, the other. And he goes, start small. And this is something I used to do and I forgot. And he goes, if you have a bad day, i.e. to the ADHD mind, it's whatever we've set out to do, we haven't achieved it, that's bad, right? And then it spirals out of control. He goes, just set out your day. If you can be good 50% of the times, be happy with that. Start small. Build up your habits. And that put a lot of things into perspective. And I was like, man, it's so true. What do we do when we are in the thick of it? We are so engrossed in the drama that we actually forget that sometimes we have good things, not sometimes, always, we have good things going on. But because we're in the thick of it, and we're like, oh, this is bad, that's bad, my life is just going to a wreck. I haven't got a partner, I'm not married, I'm not living in this penthouse, this, that, the other, right? It's relative, man. And he said something, and it blew me away. And he goes, man, whatever is meant for you will find you. So stop worrying about it. Just put forward the effort. And this is something we always discuss, me and Mo. And I just needed a reminder. And the moral of the story is, man, you have to understand that sometimes we are going to go through a rough patch. You are going to find clouds, you're going to find things grey, dull. But they always change. It's the darkest before dawn. It's the coldest before dawn. It's in that moment where you need to realize that you need to be grateful for whatever you have. And sometimes it's hard. Last week was very testing for me. Emotionally, physically, mentally, I was drained. Even spiritually, man, I was like, is God punishing me? Like, what is happening, man? All I want to do is get my life back together. But you have to understand, these are things which test our character. And you cannot rely on your feelings. Because if I had operated from my feelings like I was yesterday, dude, I would not be making this video. I would never have had that mind like, you know what, today's a brand new day. It was cloudy, but it's going to be sunny. Better things are coming. And you need to tell yourself better things are coming. And you have to believe in that. If you are not where you want to be in life and you're feeling rubbish about it, just believe better things are coming. As Elisha Long says, they always come around. The good days, the bad days are part of life. And when bad things happen, good things follow. And this is life. Don't let the snapshot of what happened or what could have happened define who you are or define your vision. If you have had a glitch, if you have had a bit of a tumble, get up, bro. Get up. Don't lose yourself in the moment. Don't lose yourself because you haven't adhered to the plan. Don't lose yourself. Because there's this journey, this life of bettering yourself and becoming the man who you want to become is a long road. Like it is for me, it's going to be for you as well. So don't overthink this. Show up as you can. Show up with anything and everything that you have. And if that means you are just performing at 50%, but that 50% is all you have, my friend, you have excelled. My brother, you have done incredibly well. And I don't mean it in a patronizing sense. I mean it in a loving, big bro way, like Mo did to me. Like, we all need to look at things holistically. I have the ability to change my life this very second, this very moment. Don't give away that agency. Because when you do, that's when the weirdness, the evil powers take over. And that's when you feel bad. That's when you go into depression. That's where all the demons attack you. Don't let that happen. God is great. God is looking after you. And remember, life happens for you, not to you. So don't ever feel sad that you are not where you want to be. It's a journey, man. Sometimes you're going to go right across and realize, oh man, I need to go back. I need to figure out that isn't the route I needed to go. But this is what's the road less traveled. This is what becoming self-aware means. This is what becoming who you want to become entailed. In order for you to win, in order for you to become who you want to become, you have to unbecome. And sometimes that means you are going to have bad days like everyone else. But what defines the winners from the losers, those people who just retire to their circumstances and think they can't change them, it's this one little thing, which is not giving up, showing up as you are, not putting too much pressure on yourself, and just going for it, man. Ask the right people for help. I'm here. Message me. Let me know in the comments what you want me to talk about. I'm trying to get my life back together. I'm trying to build a business. I'm trying to become the man I want to be. I'm nowhere near. But that doesn't mean I give up. That doesn't mean I let the expectations weigh me down. That doesn't mean that you should let go of your dreams, aspirations. That just means we need to put things into perspective and look at things how they need to be looked at, not how we think they need to be. Because you have a timing and God has his timing. And guess what? Every single time, God's timing trumps our timing. So let's be a bit more compassionate to each other. Let's be compassionate to ourselves. Compassion first, and then compassion to others. And just like that, man, just like that, your chosen path, your chosen direction, where you want to go, where you want to be, is going to be fulfilled. You are going to get there, because that's how life works. That's how life is. It's not about, it's not about the achievement. Achievement is a byproduct of who you become. So, and I made a short video about this earlier, right? I said, in order for you to win, you have to be okay losing. In order for you to find love or have love, you have to be okay being hurt. In order for you to be fulfilled, you have to be discontent. And this is life. In essence, this is life. You have to understand, in this very moment, you can change your life. And look around you, man. Things aren't bad. We are simple creatures. It's our expectations. It's our need for more that ruins us. And I'm not saying that become a monk or don't have aspirations. What I'm saying is this. Put it into context. Your life is great. You're worth it. I love you. Don't give up, man. And once you've decided what you want, you're too dumb to quit, bro. And just like that, we'll get there. See you tomorrow, man. Let's go, baby.